I'm going to do a short video on the path of sperm from when the sperm is produced in the testes of the male to when it is ejaculated by the male. So on the left-hand side of the screen here, you can see a close-up of the testes. So the testes is this sort of beigeish looking egg-type structure right here, surrounded by the scrotum. The testes are divided into septa. Within the septa is where you have the seminiferous tubules. So all these blue little coils, those are the seminiferous tubules. Okay, so the seminiferous tubules would be the first where the sperm are first produced. From the seminiferous tubules, and they are immature, the spermatozoa are immature at this time, but the spermatozoa will travel from the seminiferous tubules to the rete testes. So from the seminiferous tubules to the rete testes right here. Let me erase all this other stuff. Okay, so here the sperm go, and then they're in the rete testes. And then from the rete testes, the sperm will travel through this structure called the efferent ductule. So you can see the efferent ductule right here. So we go from the seminiferous tubules to the rete testes, then to the efferent ductule, and then the spermatozoa will go into the epididymis. So the epididymis is this structure that is sort of like a comma that surrounds the testes. The epididymis is, so here's the head of the epididymis. The epididymis is the site where sperm, as they are traveling through all those little tubes, the spermatozoa are now maturing. So they are getting into the form that's viable and can actually swim throughout the female reproductive tract. Okay, so from the rete testes, the spermatozoa go into the efferent ductule and then into the epididymis. And the epididymis is the site where the spermatozoa will mature. From the epididymis, then, now they are mature sperm. They are going to travel from the epididymis into the ductus deferens. Okay, so the ductus deferens will travel through the scrotum and will actually go up. So we're going to end our on the left hand side of the screen. We're going to have to go over to the right hand side of the screen now. So the sperm are in the ductus deferens, and the ductus deferens you can see actually. So here's the ductus deferens over here on the right hand side of the screen. It wraps around. It goes like all the way up towards the bladder is. And then we are going to go into or through the prostate gland. And the reason why I did not include the prostate gland on the quiz questions is because the sperm don't actually travel through the gland. They travel through the urethra, which travels through the prostate gland. Okay, and you can see that here. So you see the prostatic urethra. So here's the prostatic urethra. So from the ductus deferens, and I probably should have included the ejaculatory duct, but I did not. I should have. But from the ductus deferens, the sperm will travel through the ejaculatory duct into the prostatic urethra. And so the sperm will travel through the prostatic urethra and then go into this short section of the urethra called the membranous urethra. And then the sperm will enter into the spongy urethra, which is the longest part of the urethra. So the spongy urethra goes all the way through the penis. The reason it's called the spongy urethra is it's going through that spongiosum. So the corpus spongiosum is surrounding the spongy urethra. The sperm travel through the spongy urethra and then to the external urethral opening. And that should be all of the pathway for that the sperm will travel through the male reproductive system.